Love that. That's Akash Gandhi. Gotta hear Lotus Pond one more time. Oh, shit. Hello. Akash Gandhi, you guys. Hi, Barbara Thompson. Yeah, I mean, I when I don't really have anywhere to go, it's kind of hard to know what to do. So try to get on here. Hi, Mike Owens. You said hello to me in my community post. I'm not sure who you are, but none of us know each other except you all know me because you get to see me. Hi there. Hi, Daniel Berry Sports and Kessie Thompson. So yeah, ever since my heart attack a month and a day ago, one of these days I'll stop counting. Oh, you are too important, Mike Owens. We're all important. I'm just trying to think more about what I talk about and watch and let into my psyche. I'm not sick. I just got a dry mouth all of a sudden. But that on one. It's very cold here today. I literally have a sweater on. Running the heat in the living room. It goes on and off on its own. But I'm just trying to be more mindful of where my life is headed now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wanted to show you guys my purple roses. See? They're purple roses. I mean, not real, of course, just little velvety things. And then I got my ring that I got from my friend Teresa. I really like it. It's very delicate. My best friend here in town, she likes to give me jewelry around the holidays. And of course, to have matching purple socks, right? So, thought I'd wear my, wait, where are they? My kitty socks. You see those kitties? Hi, Shelby Spring. I'm good. My son is not. So, he just gets very quiet and stays in bed. And I honestly think he's very depressed. And I have to kind of, so that I don't crumble inside or get too much stress on my heart type deal, I have to almost act and feel like I'm fine. And it's just not when your son is so miserable and things like that. But I mean, the plan is for him to still go with his father in the fall and see what that's like. So naturally, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to really, really miss him. Just knowing he's in the other room like he has been for 5 years and in and out of the house with his friend. It's, yeah, ever since his friend, well, I won't say his name, but his good friend he used to walk with and stuff on trails is more into his job and everything. He doesn't call him like he used to and keep up with him type thing. I mean, I can barely get him to the store because of his anxiety. I could try to find someone at a church, but he's very against people at churches. Someone at a church that might want to just, I don't know, take him for a coffee or talk to him or something. But I don't know. But I'm thinking that direction. So, thanks, Shelby Spring. I will tell him that. He's not alone. Yeah, his psychiatrist is calling on, I think it's Thursday. And he's going to be amazed. I mean, boom, he's not on his antipsychotic anymore. So that makes all the intrusive thoughts worse. But it affects the whole family. I mean, it literally affects mental illness, affects everybody. Even people you're not living with, right? It can affect you, even if they're far away or whatever. But yeah, that was Akash Gandhi, The Lotus Pond and Eternity into Being, or something like that. And I haven't played that music in quite some time, really. Okay, now oh dear. Yeah, I had my, okay, maybe it's on this one. So I'm trying to find my song. Hi, Ange Carter. He will be in the beginning until they move 6 hours. Yeah, Sam Gloves is here again. Yeah, so, and he's done that before. He's done it 19 times. 5 years before the C disease hit, and he just stayed here. Back and forth, back and forth. And that's why, you guys, I don't have a lot of I'm just going to say it. Yeah, hope for it working later on when alcoholism has gotten worse on the other side. So fiddlesticks. Okay, so oh, Barbara, do I think he's bored? Absolutely. Absolutely. He was enjoying the walks and having coffee with his friend and trusted him and knew him for 3 or 4 years. And then his other friend moved to New York, but they play games in the evening. They did last night, in fact. And then, yeah, I mean, his friends just move away, because we've been here the longest. Okay, so now I have to literally, all right, let me type something in, you guys. I thought I was all prepared. I was, but then I lost the page on here. Okay, just a second. So I'm going to read, like I usually do, from the book The Wise Heart by Jack Kornfield. Oh, yes, your daughter, Nicole, Barbara Thompson. She's happy and feels independent. I know. Well, he had a place like that, and he wasn't comfortable. And then his dad found him a place, a town near where he is now, and he wasn't comfortable because of the oven. But the kitchen fire we had a good 8-9 years ago really messed up his mind. Do you know what I mean? Hi, ADHD. You're new here? You're not too new. So happy to see you, though. Okay, let me type this in and we'll get on with this. Okay. because I have a song that I'm going to play in the background while we try our mindfulness. It's literally a meditation. I read the whole thing that I'll be reading. Yeah, so I'll have an idea of what's going to happen. And I think with a little water, Dreams of River Ganja by Hanu Dixit in the background is pretty darn fitting. And I found it, finally. All right, you guys. Well, I've already got the avatar on. Hi, St. Elmo's Fire. Hope you're having a good day. Maybe it'll turn out better than you think. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get to sleep last night. It took like 4 hours. And so that was a bummer because I was going to go to the AA hall this morning and, be at a morning one. And it was pouring rain, which I didn't care. I just put on a long coat that covers part of my legs, and I bike and if I have to bring a little towel for my hair, I do that. But usually I have a hoodie on and the helmet, and I'm okay. But I didn't make it, so and I don't like to go live too late anymore because, for one, I need the dinner times here, which it's 5 o'clock now, so anywhere between now and 6. But I asked him again not to knock on my door, and we'll see if he can respect my boundaries when I'm live. So I'm assuming the sound is good. I'll turn the fan off. And I'll go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So, there's kind of a lot of depressing stuff on YouTube on all these different channels and things, fighting and mayhem and people, dying and being found deceased. And, but mostly the tit for tat, back and forth that people do, honestly, when they're not even provoked, either just for content or whatever the case may be. Some people aren't even provoked. Do you know what I mean? And it goes on. And I am not throwing shade at Rose. I'm not even implying that I'm talking about her. I'm actually thinking about someone else, but I'm not going to say who. So the liberating power of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the great medicine. We're in the middle of this book now. I read parts of it. I don't read the whole chapter. But this is what it says. I'm assuming my sound is good. No, ADHD, you're not a dork. You're funny. Always been funny. Okay, so mindfulness is attention. It is a non-judging and respectful awareness. Unfortunately, much of the time we don't attend in this way. Instead, we continually react, judging whether we like, dislike, or can ignore what is happening. We evaluate ourselves and others with a stream of expectations, commentary, and criticism. We can put aside these weapons of judgment. We can become mindful. When we are mindful, it is as if we can bow to our experience without judgment or expectation. Mindful attention to any experience is liberating. Mindfulness brings perspective, balance, and freedom. With mindfulness, we discovered the benefit of curiosity and openness. We pay attention with respect and interest, not in order to manipulate, but to understand what is true. And seeing what is true, the heart becomes free. Mindfulness, which is to say, patient, receptive, non-judging awareness. With mindfulness, understanding unfolds naturally. Mindfulness is a fearless presence. Mindfulness does not reject experience. It lets experience be the teacher. Now, there's 4 principles for mindful transformation, you guys. And the acronym, the letters, the word is RAIN. RAIN. Recognition, acceptance, investigation, and non-identification. Recognition is the first principle of transformation. When we are stuck in our life, we must begin with a willingness to see what is so. It is as if someone were to ask gently, "Hey, what is really happening now?" Do we reply brusquely, "Nothing"? Or do we pause and acknowledge the reality of our experience here and now? With recognition, we step out of denial. Denial undermines our freedom. The diabetic who denies his body's illness is not free. Neither is the driven, stressed out executive who denies the cost of her lifestyle, or the self-critical would-be painter who denies his love of making art. The society that denies its poverty and injustice has lost a part of its freedom as well. If we deny our dissatisfaction, our anger, our pain, our ambition, we will suffer. If we deny our values, our beliefs, our longings, or our goodness, we will suffer. Acceptance is the next principle of transformation. Acceptance allows us to relax and open to the facts before us. It is necessary because with recognition there can come a subtle aversion, a resistance, a wish it weren't so. Acceptance does not mean that we cannot work to improve things, but just now this is what is so. Acceptance is not passivity. It is a courageous step in the process of transformation. Acceptance is a willing movement of the heart. With acceptance and respect, problems that seem intractable often become workable. Investigation. The third principle follows from recognition and acceptance. In recognition and acceptance, we recognize our dilemma and accept the truth of the whole situation. Then we must investigate more fully. Whenever we are stuck, it is because we have not looked deeply enough into the nature of the experience. When we're investigating a difficulty and something's cooking inside, we want first to become aware of what's happening in our body. Can we locate where our difficulties are held? Sometimes we find heat, contraction, hardness, or vibration. Sometimes we notice throbbing, numbness, a certain shape and color. Are we meeting this area with resistance or with mindfulness? What happens if we hold these sensations with mindfulness? Do they open? Are there other layers? Is there a center? Do they intensify, move, expand, change, repeat, dissolve, or transform? Next, we need to investigate what feelings are part of this difficulty. Is the primary feeling tone pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Are we meeting this feeling with mindfulness, and what are the secondary feelings associated with it? Often we discover a constellation of feelings. A man remembering his divorce may feel sadness, anger, jealousy, loss, fear, and loneliness. A woman who is unable to help her addicted nephew can feel longing, aversion, guilt, desire, emptiness, and unworthiness. With mindfulness, each feeling is recognized and accepted. We investigate whether it is pleasant or painful, contracted or relaxed, tense or sad. We notice where we feel the emotion in our body and what happens to it, as it is held in awareness. Looking next into the mind, we ask what thoughts and images are associated with this difficulty. We become aware of all the stories, judgments, and beliefs we are holding. When we look more closely, we often discover that some of them are one-sided, fixed points of view, or outmoded, habitual perspectives. We see that they are only stories. With mindfulness, we loosen their hold on us. We cling less to them. Non-identification, okay, the N in the word or the acronym RAIN, means that we stop taking the experience as me or mine. We see how our identification creates dependence, anxiety, and inauthenticity. In practicing non-identification, we inquire of every state, experience, and story. Is this who I really am? We see the tentativeness of this identity. Then we are free to let go and rest in awareness itself. This is the culmination of releasing difficulty through RAIN. R-A-I-N. All right. So non-identification, the abode of awakening, the end of clinging, true peace, nirvana. Without identification, we can respectfully care for ourselves and others, yet we are no longer bound by the fears and illusions of the small sense of self. Mindfulness and fearless presence bring true protection. When we meet the world with recognition, acceptance, investigation, and non-identification, we discover that wherever we are, freedom is possible, just as the rain falls on and nurtures all things equally. Okay, so are you guys here? All right, so now we're going to try to establish a daily meditation. If not daily, we'll try right here. So if any of you are willing to try this with me, you can put a little one in chat, or you don't have to if you don't want people to know. Got St. Elmo's Fire here, ADHD, Barbara Thompson, Ange Carter, Sam Gloves, who might be rapper, I'm not sure, and Shelby Spring Essence, Mike Owens, Daniel Berry Sports, and Kessie Thompson. If you're all still here, or maybe you're watching from the bushes or something. And those of you in the tulip fields watching from afar, feel free to give this a try. All right, so again, I'm roasting. Now I'm in this sweater and I'm roasting. I gotta open the window. I'm gonna put the song on, and the river song, and I'm gonna turn this off so you can focus on just my voice. I'm gonna try to talk softly, mindfully, a little bit slower and different than I usually do. And I thought this might be fun for us to try together, if you'd like. Okay, so I'm going to get my chair. All right, you guys. So first, select a suitable place for your meditation. Put a meditation cushion or chair there for your use. Add any books or images that help make it feel like a sacred and peaceful space. Select a regular time to practice that suits your schedule and temperament. If you're a morning person, experiment with a sitting before breakfast. If evening fits your temperament or schedule, better try that first. Begin with sitting 10 or or 20 minutes at a time. Later, you can sit longer or more frequently if you'd like. Daily meditation can become like bathing or toothbrushing. It can bring a regular cleansing and calming to your heart and mind. Wow, I really need to do this myself every day to stay centered and think of my serenity prayer too. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So it says, whether you are on a chair or cushion, sit erect without being rigid. Let your body be firmly planted on the earth, your hands resting easily, your heart soft, your eyes closed gently. Sense your body and soften any obvious tension. Let go of any habitual thoughts or plans. All right, so I'll play this song. But I gotta turn it down. Is that a good volume? All right. Let go of any habitual thoughts or plans. Now bring your attention to feel the sensations of your breathing. Take a few deep breaths to sense where you can feel the breath most easily. As coolness or tingling in the nostrils or throat, or as movement of the chest, or as a rise and fall of the belly. Now let your breath be natural. Feel the sensations of each breath very carefully, relaxing into each breath as you feel it. Noticing how the soft sensations of breathing come and go without effort. After a few breaths, your attention will probably wander. No matter how long or short a time you have been away, gently come back again to the breath. Before you return, you can mindfully acknowledge where you have gone with a soft word in the back of your mind, such as thinking, wandering, hearing, itching. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, sorry about that. So think of a soft word in the back of your mind, such as the word thinking, wandering, hearing. It says it right here, itching. After silently naming where your attention has been, relax and gently return to feel the next breath. As your meditation or mindfulness develops, you can become more fully mindful of the places where your attention wanders. When strong feelings, emotions, sensations, or thoughts carry you away from the breath, receive them with the same mindful noticing you give to the breath. Acknowledge them and name them gently. When they pass, return to the breath. Or if you are just beginning or want to become steadier, one word of acknowledgement and a return to breath is fine. As you sit with the breath, let the breathing rhythms change naturally. Allow them to be short, long, fast, slow, rough, or easy. Steady yourself by relaxing into the breath. When your breath becomes soft, let your attention become gentle and careful. As soft as the breath itself. As if you were training a puppy, you will gently bring yourself back 1,000 times. Over weeks and months of this practice, you will gradually calm and focus yourself using the breath. There will be many cycles in this process, stormy days alternating with clear days. Just stay with it. As you do, you will find awareness of the breath helping to steady and quiet your whole body and mind. From this initial mindfulness, you can meet the other experiences that arise with balance. You will be centered amidst your ever-changing life. Did anybody, even one person in chat, do that? Hi, Mary Jane Doe. Thank you for putting the disclaimer in. Look at that. That's so funny. I'm going to leave that on the screen. Because at the very end, YouTube takes a picture so I can have up there what I want to have up there on the picture. Oh my gosh. 3 people sitting doing yoga or mindfulness or something. Okay, so where did everybody go? Did everybody flee? I'm going to play the song and see if I can think of my breath during the song. Might even turn the light off and just sit in the darkness, but again, it'll probably be too dark. Let's see. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go, folks. For those of you that didn't want to try it, give her a whirl with me, would you? All right, here we go. I'm not going to talk. We're just going to, I liked the way it said your breaths can come out rough, right? Rough, raspy, light, soft. However they come out is how they were meant to come out. I like that. Well, it's probably too loud to be able to relax to. What happened? It went on to the next song. Gully Dreams. This is Dreams of River Ganja by Hanu, Hanu Dixit, Dixit. Okay, you guys. Breathe in and out slowly with me and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, come back to your breath. All right. I had the flu, Annalise. I had it really bad. I had the number or the letter B instead of A, where it lasts really, really long. And the symptoms are more extreme. Sherry Wild Angel's Bucket List of Adventures thought when I wasn't on here I died. That's how bad I had the flu, but yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. It's fine. I'm very open. Yeah. And also, my mom didn't even know she had stomach cancer or anything like that. If she had known she was that sick, she would have had me come that summer. Instead of me going to Virginia, she would have canceled her vacation or her visitor plans with her friends from Chicago and Vermont. I know she would have. So yeah, we ran out of time. Yeah. Did anybody do that with me? I'm still sitting in the dark. Oh, goodness gracious. No, Annalise, I paid for my own plane ticket. It was $711 and I paid for it. What was paid for was lodging. And Maria G, a good friend of mine from the UK, explained that. And that's because all of this originated to go see Summer Wells Memorial that got canceled. And so I saved the ticket because I thought we were all going to go to Jimmy's birthday, right? That following in October. And then that didn't happen. So I couldn't change the ticket. And I had changed it once already. And this silly airline that I used, I should have used SeaTac. Yeah. So that's absolutely false. I paid for my own plane ticket. And I hadn't seen her in years because of the C disease. And then when that happened, um, her husband got cancer and had to have all these treatments during the C disease. And then, my sister got sick. And before all this, before I was even on YouTube, I didn't have any money. I'm not monetized, so I don't. I was surviving on some Cash Apps and PayPals before. So yeah, this was all new to me. Um, and no, this right here, this right here, that's false. I didn't know any of that. I wasn't told. Shoot, I missed the whoops. So and I'll say it again right here, since you're wanting to come in. She told me to go for it. So I did. And I wasn't the only one. So anyway, it was after that that she decided, you know, she was going to do her thing with him. So, alrighty. And yeah, I wish 2 years ago my mom had canceled those plans. But again, like, you don't know when you're going to die. You don't know when you're going to get sick. We thought we had plenty of time. She told me constantly, when it works for you and when it works for me, we'll do it. I'm kind of feeling like maybe God, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he gave me the flu, but he knew if I was there seeing her die, I guess, that I probably could have had a heart attack right there because of I have the broken heart syndrome. That's what the cardiologist told me. But I know, besides just grieving and missing her and things, a lot of it was bullying on YouTube and cyberbullying with other creators and feeling like I had to stick up for myself. My finger getting slammed in the door was really traumatic because I had to go to the ER 5 times in 1 month, and I had to keep getting on antibiotics, and maybe it was going to be removed and this and that. And the surgeon wanted to, or the finger doctor guy wanted to operate. It's like, why? So it was very traumatic time. 2 years ago was a really, even last year, the last 2 years have been the hardest years of my life. So yeah, I had my heart attack about a month ago. Yeah, I don't, I'm just, I have nothing to hide, but yet I'm not, um, you know, Jimmy's happy now, it seems. And he's doing really great, on his show and everything. And because of my heart attack, I don't watch that stuff. I mean, just seeing that poor woman in Toulouse or Tecolusa or Toulouse, I don't know. Anyway, Mexico, they didn't show her getting shot. I brought it up yesterday, but I mean, those people, those men that knew they were going to do this femicide came in on Tuesday, 2 days before, and we're asking for her. Yeah. So obviously, hi Genevieve. Hi, how are you? So, anyway, oh, it's okay. I'm used to people saying everything under the sun. My kids are great. My son has his issues and depression, but my daughter she's an absolute gem. She's never been in juvie. She's 21. She still doesn't drink or smoke or dabble in all that stuff. Hi. So, and when you're on here, you're going to get people judging you left and right. But this, like I said yesterday, this woman, they just minutes before, uh, apparently they said it was an expensive gift, not a big gift. Yesterday I said that these men that came on Tuesday said they had an expensive gift for her and that they had to bring it in person. And when she heard that on Thursday, when she went in, because they asked on Tuesday, is she there? They were going to do the deed, so to speak, to her on Tuesday, but she wasn't there. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I'm going to see if I can find it on here. And and it was two men on a motorcycle, and they were acting as delivery people. All right, hang on, you guys. I'm going to go to Google. Okay. Her name was Valeria Marquez or Marquez. Quez. I took 2 years of Spanish. The Quee is usually pronounced K, but with the Z it might be different. I mean, how do these people do this stuff? I just don't get it. Oh, good grief. Oh, this iPad is extremely slow. And okay. Oh gosh, here it is. So this is YouTube Entertainment Tonight. Oops. I'll put the bigger screen on. This is the woman, 23 years old. For the ones who rise to every challenge, there's great. Oh, good grief. Commercials. Oops.
She mutes the audio as the killer appears to step inside. We won't show the graphic moment, but in the seconds after she's shot, her body goes limp. Blood pools on the table, and a person appears to pick up her phone, their face briefly visible, before the live stream goes dark.
That's a woman.
Earlier in the footage, a concerned Valeria tells fans someone dropped by the salon with an expensive gift for her when she wasn't there. That suspect is reportedly being sought for what's being called an act of gender-based femicide.
See, she gets the little cute pig. All right, so I had
The murder of a Mexican beauty influencer has sent shockwaves across the country.
Hoy andaba haciendo unas cosillas.
23-year-old Valeria Marquez shot to death during a TikTok live stream on Tuesday.
Ya viene.
Her followers watched her final moments live
on
in this
Tuesday.
video.
I thought it was Thursday.
Sí.
See?
In the minutes before, as she recorded from the beauty salon where she worked in Zapopan, central Mexico,
Pues que te lo quieren entregar a ti.
she mentions how someone had stopped by earlier promising to bring an expensive gift.
Ya viene.
Later on, clutching a pink stuffed animal, Marquez looks out of frame before saying, "They're coming," and a voice in the background asks for her by name.
Sí.
Marquez replies yes, then leans over to mute the sound on the live stream. Horrifically shot to death in moments after, we will not show. But after, a person appears to pick up her phone, their face briefly showing on the live stream before the video ends. The identity of this person and their relationship to the crime hasn't been publicly identified. It would be the last video from Marquez, a rising online star in Mexico with nearly 200,000 followers between Instagram and TikTok.
Y el móvil de
Now Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum,
con esta lamentable situación.
found justice. The prosecutor's office has not named a suspect, but said the killing is being investigated as a possible femicide, an intentional murder of a woman due to her gender.
You said you were horrified by this, but were you surprised?
I was horrified, and in one sense, I was not surprised.
Paulina Garcia del Moral is an assistant professor who studies gender violence in Mexico and Latin America.
It is quite common, even though it has been codified as a federal crime. The fact is that violence against women, including feminicide, is on the rise in Mexico.
There were 847 femicides reported last year by the government of Mexico. That accounts for nearly 1 out of every 4 homicides with female victims. Fighting femicide was a big part of Sheinbaum's recent presidential campaign in Mexico. And while the murder of Marquez is still being investigated, Garcia del Moral says femicide is a pervasive problem in Mexico that will take time to address.
There has to be change at the institutional level to recognize the institutional responsibility for creating conditions for women to be murdered with impunity. And if that can change, then yes, I believe there could be change, but that's going to be really hard.
Marissa Parra joins us tonight from Miami. So, Marissa, the human rights groups, they'll point out that in places like Mexico, femicide happens because...
Good grief. He says femicide happens because I saw it on the news. Because it's not prosecuted like it needs to be. Yeah, the guy that said, "Are you Valeria? You Valeria?" or whatever. And she's like, "See." Awful. Yeah, that woman that shut off her phone, she didn't look very distressed to me. You know, like I was saying yesterday, I mean, we all act different when we're in shock, but wouldn't you be horrified or crying or something, not just calmly with this sort of angry looking face, just shut off the stream like that? That's like really suspect. Do you clear the open apps? Is this not working right? Oh my God. Oh, you saw the video of the man who wrapped himself around his wife because masked men were trying to kidnap her. That was in France. Did they get her? Did they ever get her? And I heard it was one other woman too. I can't stand by and read that. Oh, no, it's okay. I know, Genevieve. Yeah, why even touch your phone if not involved? You just said it's slow. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, she was scared. Like, she brought up in my email, am I going to be taken away and KILLED'd? Yeah, minutes before. Like, she was nervous. Oh, he saved her? Oh my gosh. No passerby helped. Yeah, that was on the news too. It was like a white van. It was during the day. Yeah. Good grief. I mean, you can't even, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't go to absolute any foreign places. Not really anymore. I mean, maybe Austria or something, but not any Mexican ones. I mean, they say not to. Even yep, broad daylight. Yep. Even like Puerto Vallarta and all those places, it's not safe to visit. And now supposedly the cartel is just finding tourists and assassinating them. I mean, they just are. It was all over the news. And this is what I mean. I get enough negativity from the news, and then when I just can't handle anymore, I turn it off. I do. I don't even watch TV like I used to. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of, I probably shouldn't have ended it with that. Mindfulness, yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys know if I even remember to do mindfulness tomorrow. I think for me it would need to be a morning thing, just to help me get through anything that comes my way. My little Jesus Calling book is really, really good. Yesterday's little saying was fantastic. I mean, every day is, but yesterday really resonated with me. It's like I needed to read it. Or, yeah, today's the 17th, so the 16th. I am your Lord, seek me as friend. But remember that I am also King of Kings, sovereign over all. You can make some plans as you gaze into the day that stretches out before you, but you need to hold those plans tentatively, anticipating that I may have other ideas. The most important thing to determine is what to do right now. Instead of scanning the horizon of your life, looking for things that need to be done, concentrate on the task before you and the one who never leaves your side. Let everything else fade into the background. This will unclutter your mind, allowing me to occupy more and more of your consciousness. Trust me to show you what to do when you have finished what you are doing now. I will guide you step by step as you bend your will to mine. Thus you stay close to me on the path of peace. That's from this book by Sarah Young. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go. And yeah, be thankful for every day. I mean, I don't think it's just the internet. I think the world is a scarier place, frankly. A lot more than 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s even. Thanks for everybody being here. And if you try this in the morning, hop into my chat tomorrow night and let me know how it went for you. The next chapter is the precious human body. It is precious, that's for sure. When you have a stroke and a heart attack in your life, and your parents are passed away, your sister's sick with cancer, and other people are really struggling day by day with their health, it puts everything in perspective, how precious our health is and our time, what we do with our time. I want to make a difference up here in some way. I dance a little bit for the exercise, but also I just like the music and some of the songs that I pick. Thanks for being here, you guys. I love each and every one of you. Really good to see you all. And I should be back tomorrow. I'm trying to do a live each evening. So this is PCT is Extreme. Please hit the like and please subscribe if you're willing to. And yeah, really glad you came and listened to me about this mindfulness because it's important. It'll help. If we focus on our breathing, then we're not focusing so much on maybe negativity at that time. If we can go back, I really need to apply it to my life because my home life is pretty darn stressful, which we all go through stress. But yeah, all right, I'm going to end the stream. Bye for now. Thanks for watching from the tulip fields, you people out there. Trying to find that one. Oh, where is that one? Well, see, it's way up. Mary Jane, the one with the little, just keep swimming. Yeah, just keep swimming. I'll put that one up. YouTube will take a picture of that. All right, bye for now.